Hello children, this is the continuation video of the topic how to compare different countries and states of the chapter development from economics standard 10. Now in the previous video I discussed about how we compare various students in a class. It was an example to see that what characteristics are considered while comparing students. There, our main objective was to know how to compare various countries. That is, on what basis we should compare the countries to know which country is at a better position. In the previous video, we saw that we first consider the purpose to make comparisons. So, we should know the purpose for which we are comparing the various countries. Now, in case of countries, what should be our purpose of comparison? Any idea? Well, you already know it. The purpose for comparing countries is to know about the level of their development. I've already given you the meaning of development, and we have already discussed that development is just an idea which is different for different people. Now we have already seen one of the major goals of development is income. I guess you remember that. Therefore, for comparing countries also, their income is considered to be one of the most important characteristics. You can see here I've mentioned that income is the most important characteristics. It's a general concept that if income is higher, then it means that the country will be more developed. Now, if there is more income, obviously whatever we need, we'll get more of it. So more income means more of everything that we need. Now, how do we know what is the income of a country? Now, income of a country is actually what? It is the income of all the residents of that country. And when we add up the income of all the residents of a country, then we get the total income of that country. I hope it is clear. Now we see, or a question may arise, that there are different sizes of countries. Some countries are very big in size, some are very small in size. I have given here 3 examples: country 1, country 2 and country 3. Now we can see in the figure that country 1 has a very large area as compared to country number 3. So it's quite obvious that this country will have more population as compared to country 3. It will have less population. So if we add up the total income of all the individuals living in this country, it will be obviously greater than the total income of this country. Then do you think it is a feasible calculation to compare different countries? No. Comparison of total income is not feasible. Then what is a feasible idea? The feasible idea is to compare the average income in each country. You already know the concept of finding out average. Average is what? Total divided by number of units. So here, I hope you know this formula belongs from maths. Now, average income, it is calculated by total income of the country divided by total population of that country. So we get the average income. Now, average income is also known as per capita income. And this criterion is used by the World Bank, and in its World Development Report, it gives the per capita income of each country, and it also makes a list of such countries. I hope you know what is World Bank. World Bank is an international financial institution which gives loans to various countries, especially the member countries, for development work. So unless it knows that which country is more developed and which country is least developed, how will it give the loans? Hence, it makes a list of the countries with their average income or with their per capita income and finds out the most developed and the least developed countries. So, according to the World Development Report given by the World Bank, countries with per capita income of US dollar 12,236 per annum and above are called rich countries. Now, this report was given in the year 2016. And countries with per capita income of US dollar 1,005 per annum or less are known as low income countries. And where does India fall in this list? Its position is in the low middle income country as per the report given in 2016 because its per capita income per annum was US dollar 1,840 per annum. So here we see that for comparing the various countries, we use this criterion, that is income. I hope this topic is clear. Thank you.